Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Princeton University. I am Amani Jamal. I'm the Dean of the School of Public and International Affairs, and I'm so happy that you can join us today for today's special clemency announcement event. Last year, Governor Phil Murphy signed Executive Order number 362, which created a clemency initiative designed to give deserving individuals a second chance by either commuting their position sentences or pardoning them for prior offenses. I am proud that Princeton SPIA has played a role in this worthy effort. We were fortunate last year to welcome Princeton graduate Joe Kerkora, the former public defender of New Jersey, as the SPIA New Jersey Faculty Fellow. Now, in its third year, SPIA New Jersey takes a justice-centered approach to the public policy questions that matter most to residents of the Garden State. Under Joe's direction, we partnered with the American Civil Liberties Union of New Jersey and the New Jersey Office of the Public Defender on the Princeton Clemency Project. More than 50 Princeton students spent the 2024-25 academic year volunteering to help build the strongest possible arguments for those incarcerated people who met the clemency criteria outlined in the governor's executive order. Many of those students are with us here today. Joe has remained with SPIA in New Jersey as a professional specialist and is again this year leading a criminal justice reform effort. The Princeton Second Chance Project is designed to give individuals previously convicted of crimes a so-called second chance by no longer being subjected to parole supervision. The project's clients have been out of prison for varying periods of time and proven that they no longer require parole supervision. They have made positive contributions to their community, pursued higher education, and maintained gainful employment. All of us at SPIA are proud of this effort and grateful to Joe and to SPIA in New Jersey. It's now Princeton's honor and my pleasure to welcome New Jersey's Governor Phil Murphy. Governor, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Dr. Jamal. More on you and your colleagues in a moment. I want to say this for the record. Given last week's elections, I am no longer responsible for the weather. Just making sure you're paying attention out there. It is a true pleasure to be here at Whig Hall, the home of our nation's oldest collegiate literary and debating society. And this is an incredibly fitting venue for us to gather today as we, in a similar spirit, uphold one of our nation's oldest and most fundamental principles, justice for all. Today, I will have the privilege in a few moments of granting 48 pardons and commutations as part of our administration's groundbreaking clemency initiative. Before I dig into some of the details, I want to thank our hosts this morning, in absentia, Princeton President Chris Eisgruber. Obviously, as you just heard from her, the Dean of the Princeton School of Public and International Affairs, Dr. Amani Jamal. Thank you again, Dr. Jamal, for hosting us so graciously, along with all of your colleagues. I also want to give a shout out to the aforementioned more than 50 students here on campus, many of whom are here today, who have participated in the Princeton University Clemency Project. As part of this project, these students have helped prepare applications for a number of current and former state prison inmates seeking legal relief through our clemency initiative. And thanks to the exemplary efforts of these students, along with the support from the New Jersey Office of the Public Defender, Jen and her team, and the ACLU, Amal and his team are here with us today. Two of these individuals will be receiving clemency today. So I want to take this opportunity again to thank the students participating in this project for being the change that our state and our nation needs. Clearly the future is in good hands. I want to echo my thanks to Joe as well as Dr. Anastasia Mann. But let's hear it one more time for the students and Joe and team. And with the grants of clemency I am providing today, we're taking yet another step forward together, I might add, in building a stronger, fairer, and more accessible criminal justice system. When I first announced our clemency initiative in June of 2024, our team set out to create a fair, impartial, and just process for delivering legal relief to our neighbors who have earned their second chance. And over the past 17 months, that is exactly what we have done. In fact, with this latest round of pardons and commutations, I will now have provided more than 215 grants of clemency in under 2 years. In other words, in just 17 months, we have provided more pardons and commutations here in New Jersey than previous administrations have in decades. And even better, I've delivered each one of these pardons and commutations with a degree of deliberation and thoughtfulness that, as far as we know, is without precedent in our state's history. More than anything, that is a testament to all of the members of my team who have been working around the clock to ensure the success of this initiative, including Special Senior Counsel for Clemency, Lee Kelsey O'Donnell, I was shamelessly fishing for applause on behalf of Lee Kelsey there. Director of Criminal Justice Policy, John Butler, and Policy Advisor, Natasha Kami. Natasha, thank you. I also want to give Chief Counsel Kate McDonald, who's with us, and her former colleague, Matt Burns, who's in the last row. They did extraordinary work on this project as well. And it is also a testament to the members of our Clemency Advisory Board, represented today, he'll say a few words in a few moments, by its chair and dear friend Bishop Joshua Rodriguez. Bishop, great to have you with us. Your predecessor, Justin Dews, is in row 3A. Justin, great to see you, buddy. I also want to acknowledge the other members of this extraordinary group: Jessica Henry, Joe Ellen Jones, Ed Neefsey, Michael Zuckerman, who's on paternity leave, and Ben Notterman. Let's give a big shout out to each and every one of them. And again, thank you for helping us ensure that we in the Garden State live up to our reputation as the state for second chances. And I know one thing, Bishop, to you and your colleagues, you're not doing it for the money, so thank you. I also want to acknowledge some elected Senator Andrew Zwickers in the House, former colleague in the private sector, Mayor Mark Frieda is with us. Great to have you here. Victoria Kuhn, the Commissioner of our Department of Corrections, is in the House. Sam Plumerai in the way back, Chair of the State Parole Board, and all the other dignitaries with us today. Together, we have helped hundreds of people begin their journey toward a brighter future filled with endless possibilities. One of those individuals with us today is Jamal Muhammad, whose criminal sentence I commuted back in April. Nice to see you, buddy. Prior to his commutation, Jamal had been living behind bars for nearly 30 years. And over the past 6 months, he has reunited with his family. He's gotten married. He started teaching at his mosque. He published an anti-bullying children's book. He spoke at anti-violence conferences and is even starting his own business. That's in 6 months, baby, man. That's incredible. I'm incredibly honored that Jamal is with us today. I also want to give shout outs to other folks who we have commuted: Myrna Diaz, Don Jackson, Rashawn Barkley, Damon Venable, Denise Staples, among others. So God bless you all. I'm also honored to be joined by another special guest this morning, Brenda Thompson. Brenda, how are you? God bless you. And Brenda's one of 29 people I will be pardoning today. I invited Brenda to be here for this announcement because her story is a sobering reminder as to why our clemency initiative is so important. Because even though Brenda has undergone a remarkable transformation over the past many years, the sad reality is today she is still being unjustly held back by the mistakes of her past. Those mistakes were made roughly 20 years ago, back when Brenda was struggling with the disease of addiction. At the time, she was criminally charged with drug possession, along with minor property crimes. But today, she says, and I quote you, "I'm not the same person anymore." It's true. Since then, Brenda has maintained sobriety for years, and in navigating her own sobriety, she's also discovered a deep passion for helping others begin their journey to recovery. She even works as a certified peer recovery specialist and strives every day to help expand access to treatment for individuals struggling with substance use disorder. But despite Brenda's inspiring story of redemption, she continues to be haunted by a criminal record that complicates her ability to find stable employment. And that, with all due respect, is just plain wrong. So Brenda, today I say it is my honor to provide you with the clean slate you have earned. In granting you and 28 others a pardon, we will make sure your hopes for a brighter future are no longer shadowed by the mistakes of your past. And that same sentiment, let's hear it for Brenda, by the way. And that same sentiment also applies to the 19 individuals whose criminal sentences I will be commuting today. One of those individuals is Jamie Wallace. And though he is not here today, I would like to briefly share his story. Because like Brenda, Jamie has also struggled with the disease of addiction. At his lowest point, in a fit of desperation, he committed a series of unarmed robberies. And when Jamie was eventually apprehended and arrested, he was sentenced to life in prison without parole. That was back in 2007. But today, over 17 years later, he is by all accounts a changed man. For one, he has maintained sobriety for nearly 2 decades. While incarcerated, he also hit the books, studied up, and earned his high school diploma. And over the past few years in particular, he has given back to his community. His work in the infirmary of his prison, where he provides solace and care to sick and elderly inmates. In short, when Jamie first entered prison, he was living under the grip of a vicious disease. But today he is a model of recovery, one who is resolved to help heal others struggling with their own illnesses. And that is the very definition of redemption. So today I am honored to commute Jamie's sentence so he can be reunited with his daughter, Jalissa Jenkins. Jalissa, where are you? Are you here? Jalissa, you're in the end. I didn't realize that was you. How are you? Good. God bless you. Nice to have you here. I was going to say, Jalissa, who was with us today, and with other family members, and begin a new life as a man who has endured his freedom. Jamie tells me that after today, he plans on moving in with his sister, Alexandra, along with his other sister, Angela, and his niece, Imani. Jamie's goal in the long term is to find a steady job so he can begin living a life of independence that has been denied to him for far too long. So, in one guy's opinion, the stories of both Brenda and Jamie embody a simple yet profound truth. Here in New Jersey, we can build a justice system that effectively rehabilitates our incarcerated neighbors. We can create opportunities for those who have made mistakes in the past to heal and ultimately contribute to our shared future. And we can and we must always stand as the state for second chances, a state that serves as a model for restorative justice across our entire nation. So again, thank you, each and every one of you, for joining us for this historic day. Rest assured, during our final weeks in office, there will be more pardons and commutations to come. With that, I mentioned him a few moments ago. I cannot thank him and his colleagues enough on the Clemency Advisory Board. Please help me welcome a dear friend and its chair, Board Chair Bishop Joshua Rodriguez. How's the First Lady, by the way? Excellent. Great to see you.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to begin by expressing my deepest gratitude to Governor Murphy for his courageous and compassionate leadership in granting this fourth round of clemency. Mercy is too often mistaken for weakness, but today we see it for what it truly is: moral strength in action. It is an essential expression of justice, fairness, and grace. And today, by granting close to 50 pardons and commutations, Governor Murphy shows us that redemption, it's much more than an abstract ideal. It is a vital foundation of true justice and healing. Each clemency decision is not just a legal formality, it's the restoration of a life, the rekindling of hope for families, the revitalization of neighborhoods, and a meaningful step toward building a stronger, more compassionate New Jersey. As chair of the Clemency Advisory Board, I've had the profound privilege of working alongside a dedicated team of professionals who approach every case with deep seriousness and care. Our responsibility is to look beyond an individual's past mistakes, and consider their entire life, their past actions, their present character, and their future potential to contribute positively to society. Ladies and gentlemen, this work is never simple. It requires thoughtfully balancing accountability with the potential for growth and recognizing sincere remorse alongside meaningful change. Clemency decisions demand careful considerations of justice, tempered by the hope and possibility that mercy offers. Each case is approached with deep reflection and care, ensuring that fairness and compassion guide our process. Today, I want to just take a moment to thank the dedicated members of the Clemency Advisory Board that our governor had mentioned earlier. And I just want to thank you folks for your unwavering commitment to fairness and justice, where it's so instrumental in guiding this important work. So thank you. Also want to thank the governor's legal team and their supporting cast for preparing all the cases that come before us. Thank you for your diligence. And so, folks, today under Governor Murphy's steady leadership, we're moving toward a justice system that truly recognizes that humanity and a hope within us all can make a difference in people's lives. It's one that believes wholeheartedly in the power of redemption to transform lives and communities, which is one of the questions we grapple with as we discuss these files. What does redemption really look like? And so, while today we mark a historic milestone, we remain hopeful and confident that there is still more progress to come, just as the governor said. So thank you, Governor, once again. This is one of the greatest honors that I have had in exercising my debt to society and public service. And while there is no monetary compensation, the reality is that to those of you engaged in this work, the compensation that we believe comes from above and from our Creator is priceless. Thank you.
Bishop, that last observation is so profound, to say the least. So deep thanks to you and your colleagues, especially a shout out to Justin, who is the initial chair, and you're doing incredible work, each and every one of you. I mentioned them already, and I'd love to ask each of them to come up and say a few words. First up to bat is Jamal Muhammad, who, again, we commuted in April of earlier this year. It's an honor, Jamal, to have you come on down. Welcome, man.
In the name of the Creator, the most gracious, the most merciful, all praises and thanks to God for creating my freedom and for blessing all those who help make it possible. I want to sincerely thank Governor Murphy, Ms. Lee, Yes, please clap. Please. Miss Lee Kelsey O'Donnell, Mr. John Butler, Mr. Ryan, and everyone who showed the compassion and courage to bring my freedom to fruition. I also want to thank my sisters, Isla, Rakai, and Khalida, along with my family, friends, and supporters, for their immeasurable love and generosity. May God bless Mr. George Rex and his family as well. Life and freedom has been full of blessings. I've gotten married, started teaching, and launched my own business. And I want to ad-lib here real quick because I don't want to be too cosmetic when it comes down to me having my freedom and encountering my fellow human beings in free society. Just to be in a mall, at Great Adventures, at the movies, at a bodega, just to take a walk to Wawa is a miracle. I appreciate each heartbeat, each footstep, every breath. And to practice the universal language of good character with my fellow human beings has been a beauty to me. When I tell you, and I guarantee you, that God is most kind, and everybody, my family, my friends, and even strangers have been so kind to me, it's been miraculous. Nothing short of it. And along with that as well, I have a friend of mine I brought here today because I love my family more than I love myself, but he's my business partner and my friend. And I told him we've come here on business to prove, to make myself worthy of the blessing that I've gained. And my religion teaches me that you won't truly thank God till you thank those who helped you. So I thank a million times Governor Murphy and all of those who were under him to bring this to reality. And I'm on myself 24 hours out the day to induce myself and exhort myself to be worthy of this blessing. Now, I will say this before I go. The biggest reason why I believe that the governor should continue to give people commutations and pardons is that I just came from the prison system. And I know some prisoners who have truly, sincerely reformed themselves. That's a fact. And in fact, what I did was unite with them. I was part of their peer group there. And we would push each other to program and to school and do good things and good works and strive for our freedom so we could be prepared for these type of moments. So this is why, because when you reform yourself, our families need us, and believe it or not, the communities need us. I have a similarity with those who come from hard times in the street, maybe delinquent youth, maybe. So it's more than a book knowledge when I deal with delinquent youth. There's the experience. I have a hands-on experience. So I speak their language. So this is some of my contributions that I can make, and people like me back to society, you see. And one last reason why pardons and commutations are important. Commutations are very important and very essential. Because we're human beings and we're not God, we make errors. We miss the mark at times. It happens. So in light of that, even the judicial system have sometimes, periodically, sporadically, respectfully have missed the mark. Maybe some people didn't get their fair result through the court. And this is why commutations and pardons are so important. This may be the last shot chance, the last opportunity to remedy something unfair to a person who may have violated the law in the past and have reformed themselves. And I don't want to talk too long, but I promise you, with every ounce of blood in my body, as long as God gives me life, I will strive my hardest to represent everyone here in the best light. And I thank you so much. God bless you.
Incredibly powerful, Jamal. Thank you, and God bless you, and continued success across all of the things you've got going, which is pretty big, wide spectrum. And last but not least, I mentioned her again a few moments ago. She will be receiving a pardon in literally a few moments. Please help me welcome to the podium Brenda Thompson. Brenda. Come on down. I thought you were boycotting the remarks there for a moment. Good to have you.
Okay. Okay. Good morning, everyone. It is with deep gratitude and humility that I stand before you today. I just want to begin with thanking Governor Phil Murphy and the state of New Jersey and for granting me the opportunity and providing me the resources that made my journey toward clemency possible. Your belief in rehabilitation and second chances has opened a new chapter in my life, one filled with hope, responsibility, and purpose. To the Bishop, David G. Evans, and my Bethany Baptist Church family in Lindenwold, New Jersey, I offer my heartfelt thanks. Bishop Evans, his spiritual leadership, guidance, and faith in the power of transformation has been a light through some of my darkest moments. The prayers and the love and the support from the Bethany community have strengthened me and reminded me that God's grace is greater than any past mistake. This clemency represents more than a pardon. It represents restoration, redemption, and renewed purpose. I am committed to using this second chance to serve others. I will continue to work diligently in the field of recovery in all its aspects, especially substance abuse, helping those who are still fighting their battles to find hope, healing, and freedom. To Governor Murphy, Bishop Evans, the state of New Jersey, and the entire Bethany Baptist Church family, thank you for believing in me, for investing in my future, and for being living examples of compassion, mercy, and faith in action. May God bless you all. May we continue to work together in the spirit of grace, forgiveness, and service. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Brenda. Thanks to each and every one of you. I think we're going to sneak over here and sign these up, if that's okay with everyone. Again, thank you all. I'd love Brenda to come up and join me, and I'd love Alyssa to come up and join me. Okay. Guess I signed 2 of these, is that right? Yes. Does Brenda get one? No. No, okay. She will. What's that? Okay, apparently I have to take my word for it. Brenda Thompson, you are hereby pardoned. God bless you. Yeah, come on back. That work? Okay. So this is now the commutation for Jamie Wallace, again, who could not be here today. If I could give you one for him and one for you. Is that okay, Melissa? Pen number 1 for Jamie Wallace, your dad. And Jalissa Jenkins, this is for you. God bless you. Here's your dad. I'm just going to do a little one. I would love the Dean Jamal to get a pen for hosting us today. Stay here, Christian. I also want to give a pen to our chair on behalf of representing his entire board, Bishop Joshua Rodriguez. And lastly, just in the category, but just because I can, I want to give Joe Kokora a pen as well for all of you.
Right here, please. 1, 2. Thank you.
Maybe one with just Brenda, and then I'll come back and get one with just you. How's that?
Thank you.
Okay.
Perfect.
Not back. So how do you do it for me?
Thank you.
Thank you all.